Tonight, somewhere in Middle America, is the center of the Big East universe. A sold-out CHI Health Center in Omaha, where the Marquette Golden Eagles are in town to take on the Creighton Blue Jays. A battle with major implications for March tonight in Omaha on FS1. And we already saw something on FS1 tonight that changed the picture. With Xavier losing to Villanova, they drop into fourth. Marquette, with a win tonight, they're in the catbird seat for a Big East championship. Hi, everybody. Alongside my partner, Nick Baugh, I'm Kevin Kugler. What a fun atmosphere. This place is packed. Everybody is excited. Marquette and Creighton right at the top of the Big East.
Pretty straightforward what's on the line here this evening. Major implications. Whoever wins this game probably in the driver's seat to win the regular season title. It's so interesting to think about the journey for these two teams to get to this point. Creighton, preseason pick to win the league. They're trying to prove that prediction right. Marquette picked ninth. They've had a chip on their shoulder all year. I can't wait to see these two teams battle here this evening.
Well, let's wait no longer. Let's get you the starting lineup, sponsored by Jeep. There's only one. We heard the guys in the studio talking about the point guard spot, obviously a key. But for Creighton, they look inside Ryan Kalkbrenner and Oso Ighodaro. That's a matchup we're going to keep an eye on as well.
Absolutely. You look at Marquette, they're the #1 two-point field goal percentage team in the country. They like to get a lot of their damage done at the rim, and that guy right there is a eraser at the rim. So the front line Ighodaro-Kalkbrenner matchup's going to loom really large.
Standing room only tickets went on sale in Omaha this morning. They were bought up. On the board, he'll push it ahead. Nembhard on the run. The lob to Kaluma.
Showtime early in the open floor for the Jays. Wow.
On the practice before the game about turnovers. They're leading the Big East in turnovers forced. He said that's not something we necessarily try to do.
Which is interesting. He said we're mainly just trying to be disruptive. But ultimately, if you're disruptive, you'll likely turn people over.
Counts the bucket and a chance for one more as Nembhard will go to the line.
Ryan Nembhard is so good, Kevin, at finishing in the trees. Going through the contact of Stevie Mitchell. You see Kalkbrenner holding off Ighodaro. See how he's sealing him off? So the long arms of
Alexander to skip into the corner. Jays on launch with Kaluma. The three kicks out to Mitchell. Doesn't have numbers, but Mitchell will attack anyway. Ball knocked free, and the Jays come up with it.
1-on-3. Not a good decision from Mitchell.
Nembhard, the split. Through the contact for two more.
Again, Kalkbrenner
on the board.
You see Marquette will switch some of these screens. So there you get a switch. Kalkbrenner needs to get a touch now. You need to find a way to post him up with Cam Jones on him.
One of the things they stressed in the Creighton shoot-around earlier today, if he's got a mismatch, you gotta get him the ball. There it is. Tough catch, but he led him right to the rim.
And Kevin, that's what wasn't there in the first matchup. You could switch these screens. You didn't have Kalkbrenner to deal with inside. Marquette's got to have a little bit better. Are going to be available to Ighodaro.
Nembhard wanted to get it inside to the big man, matched up against Jones. He'll find Miller, and Miller hits the first Creighton three.
That's what Mason Miller does. 75% of his shots are threes. Coming off the bench, hunting triples.
And a whistle, offensive foul. That'll go on David Joplin, and a turnover back to Creighton.
An area Creighton has needed a spark is from their bench in a variety of ways. And Mason Miller knocking down a three and then taking a charge, coming in and making an impact right away. Cat, they'll fall back here.
Francisco Farabello on the floor for the Blue Jays, as is Frederick King, who played a lot with Kalkbrenner out in the first meeting. He had 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Sharif Mitchell also on the floor in the backcourt for the Jays.
Mismatch here.
Alexander, a little crossover to get free.
Alexander wanted it. He smelled blood on the switch.
Setting the screen for Alexander. This is Farabello in the corner. Step back after he got Jones in the air.
2 threes from Creighton's bench.
A rarity for a bench that does not score a lot. And that's on the sideline, a turnover. Omax came down on the sideline, turns it over to Creighton. Timeout in a rocket CHI Health Center in Omaha.
All Creighton early. Blue Jays looming large. Kalkbrenner large in the interior with the block and give him an assist. Mike Miller's son, Mason Miller, draining a three.
Things like that, he gives him an opportunity, gives him another option in that backcourt.
And he's kind of a different look than everybody else. He's a guy that can get under you. He's quick. He can get into the paint at will.
Trying to shoot again. Jays having to use a lot of that shot clock each possession. Farabello on the baseline, able to find room, and he got past Polak.
Again, Kalkbrenner's doing a nice job holding off Iguodaro. So these...
Into the paint. Dropping it off. Iguodara's pocket picked by Farabello. Alexander. Here's Sharif Mitchell. Open to the rim for two. The sea parts and Shaka Smart calls timeout. Ball stripped by Mitchell. He'll go right back at Kalkbrenner, who swats it away. One-point Creighton lead. Kaluma down deep. Nice defensive play by Iguodaro.
That's two opportunities at the hoop erased because of a bobble and then help.
And Shireman with the bucket and a chance for one more. Second foul on Stevie Mitchell. That's big.
Kev, when you're struggling from three, maybe don't camp out of the three-point line. Maybe you want to cut to the basket. Nembhard the drive. Shireman, the great basket cut. And he's got a chance for three the hard way on the other side.
He's going to be ready for the pass.
Yes, no doubt. He's going to find you. He really is good at seeing the opposite side of the floor, too.
4-point Creighton lead. Creighton bench outscoring Marquette. That's a big surprise. Shireman inside using the window. The three not falling, but Shireman, who's taken the headband and tossed it aside tonight to try to break out of his funk. Shot. Alexander on the switch, picked up by Iguodaro.
Kalkbrenner's got to work the post.
Back it goes. Alexander from range. That three will fall for Trey Alexander. He's got 5.
Improved three-point shooter in a major way.
Answer. The tip won't go in Kaluma there.
Kalkbrenner's changing everything in the paint right now.
That's what the Jays were missing in that December meeting. Shireman will try again. Off the side of the backboard. Nembhard. This is how you do it. Timeout. Marquette. But Alexander the rebound. He's a 31% shooter from out there.
Where Kalkbrenner has to punish goal by missing.
Triple team. They find Shireman. That three will drop. And for the first time tonight, Shireman sees it go through the net from range. No, it's a guards game.
Wow.
But big men who are skilled make a big impact. You see it in this game. You'll see it Saturday night on Fox. And the ball taken away, pressure on the inbound, and then the Jays get it right back. Shireman. And then find to Kalkbrenner for the flush.
What a sequence. Marquette looked like they were going to have a steal and a layup, and instead it's a dunk on the other end of the floor. Darrow leads the team in deflections. Just so long and active. You would have assumed it was a guy like Kolek or Jones, someone that's in the action on the perimeter, but it's Iguodaro that leads the charge.
I will predict someday Sean Jones will lead these deflections. When he has more minutes out there, he's everywhere. Shireman will step back. And the three drops. Shireman. 2 in a row.
What shooting slump, right?
And that is still the last time they led.
What an answer.
Oh, my goodness. Storming out of the locker room on an 8-0 run. Double comes at Shireman. Alexander, the recipient, and hits the three. First points for Creighton. Prosper. 1-point game. Big East standings, first place on the line tonight. Living up to the expectation.
So impressed with how Marquette's come out to start this second half.
Nembhard, 5 to shoot. Miller, catch and shoot and finish.
Boy, that is a quick release. He didn't dip the ball down, he caught it. This is Marquette basketball. Another deflection, another steal.
And a chance for the lead. Up ahead, Jones driving, spins out, Kalkbrenner with the board. Quick push to Nembhard, but no numbers. Alexander, he'll attack. Nembhard for 3. Twice Marquette's had a chance to take the lead. Twice Creighton's answered with a 3.
Well, how about Shireman's contest?
Working against Mitchell, banging his way around against the veteran Creighton guard. The turnover. Shireman on the run to the other end, and Shireman, count it, and the foul.
Kevin, give the assist to Sharif Mitchell. Tyler Kolek thought he could punk Mitchell. Mitchell up to the challenge, stymies him in the post, creates the turnover, and Shireman then goes and finishes
out of Chase Ross. Mitchell, not a huge scoring threat, although St. John's would argue that. He hit 3 threes. Nembhard, the scoop to the rim. King there. Offensive rebound and putback. Jones around the screen. The 3 dies on the back iron, and Alexander the rebound.
So this is where Creighton, I think, has to run and find some shots.
Marquette gets gathered so quickly.
So much better in this second half, sprinting back defensively.
Kalkbrenner, a little dig down from Kolek, and he slithers his way to the rim for 2, and that snaps the 13-0 run over 6 minutes.
3 zone there.
Farabello off the shot fake, driving on Prosper. Here's Shireman. Nembhard.
Look at these extra efforts from Marquette. Unbelievable.
Deep 3 for Shireman. 4! Boy, that's a big one.
Zone. Usually they go 3-quarter court. They do here. Gonna have to really keep Kalkbrenner off the offensive glass if you're the Golden Eagles. You gotta find Shireman.
8 to shoot. Farabello, back cut, bump, count it, and the foul. Nembhard to the line.
Greg McDermott has decided to close this game with Francisco Farabello on the floor, and he's rewarding him with an excellent backdoor pass. And how about Nembhard stopping, slamming on the brakes, and is able to draw the foul.
Shot clock to 10. Kolek underhands it, Prosper's 3, rebounded by Shireman. 90 seconds to play in a 2-point game. Shot fake, Shireman, jump stop, inside, tied up. Tonight for Marquette. We know this league, but on paper, it's the easiest path of the 4 teams. There's Nembhard, gonna have to push quickly. Nembhard, 3, up, off, rebound, Kalkbrenner takes it up, 2-point game, and the Jays will use their final timeout. 1.9 seconds remaining, Creighton down a pair.
Just time is not on Creighton's side. Went as fast as they could, missed a 3, got a rebound, put it in, but with this Under 2 seconds left. You're likely going to need a steal here, obviously. And the big thing is Marquette, no timeouts left. So if they're in a bind, they can't call timeout. If you're Marquette, you find out who really wants the ball here. Hard cuts, hard screens.
Well, this Marquette team was down 8 at halftime. And at halftime, it didn't feel like they were anywhere close to coming back. They proved us wrong in the second half.
I think it started with the energy defensively, and that made offense easier for this group. Marquette's a team that leads the Big East in steals, and their activity was off the charts in this second half. Got some shots at the rim and in the paint. And this has been a championship-level performance in this second half from Marquette. 2 seconds away from a big road win for the Blue Jays. Excuse me, the Golden Eagles.
And really grabbing hold of the Big East standings with 3 games to play. They don't clinch. But for Marquette, a win on the road with the schedule they have left, I think every coach in the league would choose to be in their spot. 2 seconds to go. They put 1:10 back on the clock. Inbound coming from Iguodala. And it's tipped away, but a foul. A foul is called on the inbound, and Greg McDermott cannot believe it. Watch it again. Nembhard called for the foul.
Wow. Not only was it going to be a steal, but the ball gets tipped right to Kalkbrenner. Oh, boy. Obviously, there's a lot of contact before. A lot of holding. Oh, that's a tough one. As then Kalkbrenner at 70% was going to be point blank. Wow.
I think they're going to check the clock here. Only 1/10 went off the clock. So now they put it to 1.7. Jones will shoot 2 free throws. Nobody's got a timeout left.
You got to have your play ready if you're the Blue Jays. If Cam Jones doesn't make both these. But it's going to be challenging with only 1.7. Well, Marquette's been clutch at the line thus far.
11 for 16 in the second half. A faint heartbeat for the Creighton chances.
You almost wonder,
do you want to miss here?
Are you better off missing this? Because you got no timeouts.
Jones with one more. Misses it. Shireman the rebound. Heaves it up well short. And Marquette grabs a giant road win at Creighton. 73-71. And grabs hold of the top spot in the Big East standings.
Well, that ball hit every inch of the rim and then died out. Pretty good job by Marquette to not let Shireman just line one up. Cam Jones on the ball was maybe close to a foul. Oh, man. That's another tough scenario.
It's a little closer than Shaka Smart would have liked him to be in that scenario. But Marquette with a 14-3 conference record